catch so much shit. And where I got real famous with it was Matt Hughes was fighting Royce Gracie. So if you remember anything about that old grind to Grand Marshal, like you had to sit there and you had to grind your ass off. And we'd go till 4 in the morning. We were back at 9 a.m. Boom. And I had people bringing in food and whatever. They were like, how addicted are you? Baby Lord, how you doing? They're like, how addicted? I'm like, dude, is there an ending? So anyways, they asked me, hey, Matt goes, I want you to come be in my corner with Royce Gracie. I went, what? Are you shitting me? It was literally my last weekend. And back then, we didn't pop till Tuesday. 4 in the morning, Tuesday morning, it would do the turnover. And I said, no way. No way. And Matt goes, are you serious? I go, nope. And so then my manager calls and goes, what's wrong with you? I'm like, if I leave now, everything I just did was for nothing. And of course, it's a video game, but whatever. But I was still into it. I've been sitting in my own filth for 2 months. I go, you're out your mind. I go, I'm not giving up on this now. Right? I go, you're crazy. And so anyways, I told him no can do. So I refused to go be in his corner when he fought Royce Gracie. I said, nope, I'm going to get my Grand Marshal. Now they were getting ready to do an intervention. And Pat Miletich called me and said, hey, how addicted are you to this game? I'm like, I'm not addicted. They're like, shut up. They're like, he goes, is there an ending? And I go, yes, there is an ending. When? I go, Tuesday, 4 o'clock in the morning. On Tuesday, it'll be done. He goes, well, if I catch you playing it on Wednesday, I said, listen, Pat, if you catch me playing this game on Wednesday, I will throw me and the computer out the fucking window, and I'm 3 stories up. I promise you. This shit ends at 4 o'clock, but that's how bad they thought I was. They're like, damn, this kid is addicted. Because they knew I loved video games, and I was in those TWO ladders. To get back to what started it, I was in those TWO ladders, and I used to compete base assault and all that stuff in World of Warcraft United Offensive. I'm sorry, Call of Duty United Offensive, and that's how I got into World of Warcraft. So they thought I was just I've been a PC freak since day one. I've loved it. Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, Neverwinter Nights. I loved all that shit. Get back to it. I loved all of the Dungeons and Dragons. That was my thing. I loved everything about it. So the sad part was because I felt so bad, I remember back in the day, I got asked to be part of these gaming leagues and stuff, and I used to tell them no. Because everybody thought like, dude, there's something wrong with you. And people used to laugh at me. You're losing fights. You're losing fights because you play too many video games. I'm like, that's not why I'm losing fights. I'm like, that's not it at all. But anyway, so that's my long story longer about World of Warcraft and how much I was into World of Warcraft. See how long that story is? Because I get really excited about it because I love gaming. I love gaming. I love this shit. You know what I mean? And this is really cool because now I get to sit in a chair and watch fights and talk with everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I've been a World of Warcraft and Dungeons and Dragons freak from day one. You know what I mean? So here's the best part about it. So when Matt Hughes, so now that John Ennis brought up, so Matt Hughes has his accident, right? And I finally get to see him. I'm just so glad to have my big brother back. I'm so glad he made it through. He comes out of the coma. I'm just happy to have Matt back. And he doesn't have much of a lot of his memory was gone, right? A lot of his memory was gone. And this is no shit here. I'll do this one. This can be clipped if you want it to. And so me and Matt Hughes, our first conversation, I'm like, this motherfucker, he forgets a lot of shit. But he goes, the first thing he says to me, do you remember when I fought Royce Gracie and you didn't come because you were grinding the Grand Marshal? And I was like, are you fucking serious? I go, you dead serious? You forget, you lost all this memory, but you remember that to the T? I was like, what a dick. And then I gave him a hug, and then we had our moment. I was just like happy as hell to have my brother back. You know what I mean? You can see the tears, that he was alive and healthy. That's the first thing that sumbitch said. That's the first thing he said to me after his accident when I finally got to see him. And he's like, you remember when you didn't come to my Royce Gracie fight because you were grinding the Grand Marshal? Like, what a dick. What a dick. Anyway. So that's how far back that's how far back me and Wow go.